I'm here with our honoree this evening, Mr. Jody Berry, and he's got tons of stars here at the Friars Club here to honor him with all these stars here. And you're not nervous at all. You look like you're the leading man of the evening, to say the least.
Well, I'm happy to be here, and I'm a little nervous.
You know, this club's got great tradition, going back probably 80 years in New York and 50 years out here in California. Some of the names and the faces on the wall, there's the who's who of really who's from Hollywood.
Absolutely.
And you've got half of them here tonight honoring you.
Well, that is a great honor.
Well, you know, this club is a great club to be involved with. And tonight also we should mention, because our show goes every week, to talk about the charities. This is really for the Friars Foundation,
right,
too.
Friars Charitable Organization. Yeah.
That is correct. So tonight's real proceeds are going to charity at the same time.
Exactly.
Of course, they're here to honor you and we have a full house, but at the same time it is for a charitable cause. And that's something that you and your wife have been really noted for throughout Beverly Hills and the west side of Los Angeles, is your charitable work.
Thank you.
What are some of the charities that you hold most dear to your heart right now?
Well, Share is one. Female organization here.
Right.
Great Thalians. Ruta Lee and Debbie Reynolds and the Thalians. Of course, the Friars.
Right.
Roar,
Yeah.
the Tippi Hedren's Animal Foundation, and Professional Dancers Society, which my wife is president of,
Yeah.
Jody Berry,
Right.
and Society of Singers. Those are my favorite.
Great. And
the home for the old folks in
Motion Picture Home.
Motion Picture Home, right.
Right, out in Westlake. You're going to have entertainment tonight, and the dancers are actually going to perform. And they're going to tape that inside for the rest of the group. So we're going to move inside shortly, but we're going to get a few more interviews, and we're going to let him go because he's the man of the hour, and we can't keep him out here too long.
Wonderful.
Jody, congratulations,
Appreciate
my friend.
it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. We're having a little discussion right now which one of us are going to do the interview, but I'm here with John Francis, who is the entertainment producer director from the Friars Club, and it's your responsibility to put on the big roast, isn't it?
Yes, the roast and the Life Achievement Awards are black ties every year. Yeah.
Now, he's very serious right now, but we're going to get him out of this serious mode.
Not really, no, really.
Now, you've got, tonight we have really a foundation dinner for the Friars Foundation, and we have a crowd inside, and we've got some pretty good stars. Can you describe who you got inside?
Well, look, you got Norm Crosby, you got Steve Allen, you got Jane Winters is in there. Remember Jane Winters? Mitzi Gaynor is in there, Jack Carter is in there, Jane Meadows is in there, and Buddy Hackett is in there, and many more. I can't quite recall everybody, but the room is loaded with a lot of celebrities because they're all good friends of Jody Berry's, the gentleman that's being honored at the first Friar of the Year award. And Jody and his wife Joni are lovely, lovely people, and Lynn and I, my lady and I, were very close friends of theirs.
The Berrys have been involved with multiple charities, maybe 7 or 8 different charities, from Share to America, to a number of different charitable organizations they supported, so they have a lot of friends inside. We had the big Jim Brown here.
Oh yeah, Jim is in there. I forgot to mention his name. He's and Sid Caesar. Has Sid Caesar arrived yet? Did you see him?
I haven't seen him
I know
yet.
He's on his way, or if he's not here already.
You know, Sid Caesar has the recognition of being the star who's appeared on our show the most. He's been on our show 3 times out of the 112 stars. And what we're trying to do is probably getting back for one more in-depth interview. But the Friars has been great for us because every time we come to an event, you get more stars than anybody.
Yes, we do, because it's a tradition with the Friars, especially when we hold the events at the Beverly Hilton in the International Ballroom. I usually have 40 to 50, 55 celebs on the dais.
We have Norm Crosby on a little while ago, and we're having you're putting on a 70th birthday party for him.
Yes, I am, right here in the club.
You've got Tony Martin coming, Shecky Green?
No, Tony Martin is performing, and the Mills Brothers. Now, when I say the Mills Brothers, there's only one of the boys left, and that's Don Mills, God bless him, and his son John. But I got to tell you something. You shut your eyes, you think you're listening to the whole group.
Really?
They're magnificent.
Well, the Friars Club is the entertainment club. You're in charge of the entertainment. That means everyone's depending on you to put on that great show.
Well, yeah, I try to go out and get somebody that worthy of our honor and that that we can be proud of, and we've done a lot of them over the years. In the last 25 years, if you go around the club upstairs and downstairs and you see these frames, you say, well, all the things that I've done. The last one being Mickey Rooney.
That's right, and you saw it on this show. Now, we might even sneak upstairs later on and take some shots of that. As I'm sitting here talking to John Francis, and we're talking about being the director of entertainment, really an entertainment producer, you really were a stand stand-up comedian in New York originally, weren't you?
Well, originally I was in burlesque.
Oh,
I was
okay.
a production singer in burlesque, and I worked with all the great comics, Mike Sachs and all the great burlesque comics, and all the great exotic dancers. There's one here tonight, you know, she's married to John Ferrero.
Really?
Margie Hart was one of the great exotic stars in burlesque in its heyday.
Really? I saw John Fuller, our councilman, come in.
That's
you
his
know?
wife with him, and because then during the war I went into started doing stand-up, and I came here. I was doing a double with a guy from Car 54,
What's his name?
Joey Ross.
Hold on.
That's the guy. That's it. We opened here in 1955 at a club on the Strip called the Melody Room. It's now called the Viper Room.
Okay, yeah.
And from then on, I started. I got into films. I've done 35 feature movies and about 200 TV shows, and I got into the business that I'm in producing live entertainment.
Well, you got some stars now. We're working with you on a few different events coming up, and almost anyone that can be booked through you, I know.
Yes.
And it's amazing the stars that you've come up with. It must be a little tough, though, because, you know, it's like anything else, trying to match a star to the right event.
Yeah, and, you know, chemistry is very important, as you know, and making them comfortable. Because when you ask somebody to give them your time, people that can get $50,000 a week and up. I've had Liza Minnelli with the Life Achievement Award. You know, she gets $150,000, what we call plus.
Right.
That means all expenses and transportation.
First class expenses.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, coming up after Norm Crosby, November the 7th, we're going to have a Hall of Fame celebration honoring Tommy Lasorda right here in the club.
Very good.
January the 24th, we're going to do Steve Allen's, who's our abbot.
Yes.
We're going to do his 76th birthday celebration here in the club.
Fantastic.
And then in April, we're going to do a big roast. I've been talking to Buddy Hackett, and I haven't gotten him to say yes yet.
He's gotten a little crusty lately.
Well, the smoking, he can't handle the smoke.
Yeah.
He's very determined not to be around people smoking.
I understand. You know, most of the stars we've been pulling out tonight, we've had Johnny in there pulling him out, interceding on our behalf. We got to get him in because we promised not to kick him out too long. But if we can maybe impress upon him to get us one or two more stars, we ask him nicely. What do you think?
Well, I'll do the best I can. While they're reading, it's tough to pull them away, Mike. As
You
know,
got him.
But we'll try.
Okay, buddy.
Okay.
Johnny, thank you.
Okay, Mike.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
I'm here with one of the most familiar faces of all the comedians in America, and this is your home, the Friars, isn't it?
The Friars. The chicken smoked Friars. I just came home from Switzerland. There's a good jump, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did a movie there. I was there about 4 weeks. That's an expensive country, let me tell you.
I just came back myself.
It makes France look like a vacation.
Yeah, France was cheap, relatively cheap. I was there a month ago.
Switzerland is expensive,
Very expensive.
but it's beautiful. But when you see one Swiss town, you've seen them all. You
Did
know?
they pay you well enough to go over there and get a hamburger?
No, you don't get it. You get a Schnellenbiss. You get a Bratwurst, but a Schneckelwurst.
No, wait a minute. I got to go back. About 3 months ago.
I don't want to go back.
Oh, Academy Award
I won't
night.
go back.
He had the best-looking girl at the thing. He had Connie Stevens with him at the Academy Award
Oh,
show.
God bless her, yeah.
Isn't she gorgeous?
In
Jackson
her
Hole,
own right.
Wyoming?
She's a millionaire in her own right now.
Well, I'll tell you, I think you told me that she now owns Jackson Hole in Wyoming, bought the state. But it was your impressions of Binoche and Bethard.
Oh, I must have been hot that night. What was I raving
you were on
about?
a roll.
Yeah.
I was like some of the.
So you're half Lebanese or full Leb?
I'm full left.
Full Leb, like not like Paul Anka, right?
No, he's. Well,
He's Armenian. No, he's
no,
not.
he's Lebanese,
No, he's
too.
Syrian. No, he's Leb. He's
Yeah.
a Leb.
You know, we met.
He's Leban.
Yes, he is.
Kibi, Yabra, Keche,
The whole routine.
Chocho, Fusu, Pata.
You know, Jack and myself met 25 years ago, actually, originally, at a foundation dinner for Danny Thomas, St.
Danny,
Jude's.
yeah, I just did St. Jude this year.
Yeah, and
I went to Las Vegas and I did one of the 4 nights for the St. Jude convention.
I was there. We went in the Riviera Hotel.
Yeah,
Right in
Riviera.
the middle of the room. You came
Yeah.
out and did the whole thing. I thought I was actually sitting in
That
Florida
big
when I
room,
saw the routine.
Yeah, the only one who didn't know I was there was Marlo Thomas. She's a beauty.
She is.
Terry was up front, though. She remembered me.
Well, you know, it's funny. I remember you very well, even going to the Wilshire Country Club to the kickoff luncheons before we
That's
ended the
right,
big
yeah.
dinner.
They used to be there, yeah.
And we used to go there and have that with the Mamies and have that kickoff
yeah.
luncheon for Danny.
And I remember going to, was it Amir, the restaurant?
Yeah, El
With
Amir.
Danny, yeah, he owned that place.
You know, it's funny. Danny
Still there,
Thomas,
isn't it?
still there.
Yeah.
Danny Thomas really built something long-lasting beyond his career.
Yeah.
He really built something where a child could be taken care of, and it was people
It's
like
one of
you,
the
Jack,
greatest.
and the people in the movie industry that got behind him and helped him
Yeah.
and saw the
It's a
need for
solid
something
thing,
like
yeah.
this. And you guys are here tonight at the Friars Club for another foundation dinner.
Yep.
And you're famous for doing the circuit anyway. I mean,
Give.
they're getting you all the time.
And here's Norm Crosby ready to give.
Oh yes.
What a follow-up act I got.
Oh, I got a routine for him too. Now let me ask you, for right now, what are you doing going forward? What's on your plate?
I'm doing some voiceovers now, cartoons. I'm hoping to do a couple of them steady right here in town.
Good.
Until I go back to New York over Labor Day for the club circuit weekend, you know.
Right. Into the season out there.
Yeah, the end of the season.
Well, you know, I'll tell you, I'm glad I got to see you tonight because
All
you
right,
do so much for different charities, and
All
you're
right.
our type of guy for on the town.
Means I love you in Lebanese, I think.
You got it. Well, I'm here with Norm Crosby, who's one of the Friars. And you talk about comedians. This is your town. This is your club.
This is, yes, this is my second Friars Club. My first Friars Club is in New York.
Now, tell me when you first became a Friar.
I became a Friar, many years ago in New York, which is the headquarter Friars Club.
Yes.
This is like a franchise. They moved, a lot of the New York people moved out to California and they wanted to continue their membership in the club, so they opened the Friars out here. I think it was the, maybe early 60s.
Okay.
That I got involved with the Friars Club, and I've been a member there, all the way through. Came out here, and I really wasn't that interested in joining the Friars Club out here because it's a little bit different from the New York Club. Out here, there are people of different background. They were movie people that they were not performers per se, but people who were producers and directors and writers and script people, and I didn't know who they were. But as I got more and more to come to the club, I discovered that they were just as nice and just as fine a group of people. And now, especially that there's new, younger management, and the new president has taken over with some incredible ideas to build the club up and to have a lot of social activity, attract younger members, and that's what every club needs. You got to keep growing. If it's an old club with old members, then it passes away.
We're going to be back here next month for someone's birthday party, and I don't want to say who it is, but
It's me.
Tony Martin. It's a lineup from almost like a hit show.
It's incredible. Yeah, it's really wonderful. They're giving me a party on my birthday, which I think is wonderful, and it's just delightful, and that's part of what this club is all about. It's people in the business who can come up here and relax and enjoy the camaraderie of other performers without having to worry about people coming in off the street and asking you for pictures and autographs. But it's just a thrill. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a great party.
Well, next month you'll see us here, Norm Crosby's 70th birthday party. There'll be a ton of stars.
I'm only 48. But
and you will see it on this show.
Right.
Listen, for Mike Farah and Norm Crosby, we'll see you in a little while. We're going into this party right now, okay? I'm here with the first honoree of the Friars to ever honor a woman in New York, Miss Mitzi Gaynor.
It was quite a thrill.
Oh, I mean,
it was quite a thrill.
In the stronghold of it all, too, right on
It was
Broadway.
wonderful, and it was so marvelous because it's the home of all great comics,
Right.
and comedians are so generous with their time, with their money, with their talents, and so when I was honored, I was thrilled to the bottom of my toes.
Who was on the dais that night?
Well, let's see, Frank Sinatra, and Dean Martin, and let's see who else was there. John Biner, and
John's really talented.
Oh, John, he's my favorite.
Yes.
I love his work because I kind of feel like I discovered